It's Monday, October 9th. We are finally back going. It seems like maybe corn is finally dry enough to just kind of take off and go. Had a couple truckloads go a little above 18 today. I think we even had one 19%, but it was right by the pivot, and that's usually the wettest corn in the whole field. Monitor's staying right about 18, so hopefully from now on we're kind of going to stay in this like 17 to 18% corn. That's about perfect for us. I mean, of course we'd love to take it all at 15.5, but man, stuff dries down so fast sometimes. I mean, once it gets below that 18 range, we generally take it. We are kind of the first chance we've had over here at the West Farm to get going with 2 grain carts. So we were able to like really hammer down this morning, and I didn't have to stop or slow down or anything. And I don't know if you can see that. First time all year we've got trucks buried, which they do have a far haul, so it's not all the combine, but still, finally the first chance in some good corn. I'm able to run, you know, 6.5 without stopping or slowing down between loads or anything like that. I can kind of just kept pushing. But this is some awesome corn. This edge over here where it's kind of starting to slope uphill, this stuff generally tapers off just a little bit, but this one, and then right here, I don't know if you can see right there, that's our house. These 2 circles right here are generally the best corn we have. Went and hand shelled some corn yesterday and tested it, and I found another circle. It should be the next driest thing, so we're gonna go there as soon as we knock this out. We've got 9 acres left, 8 acres left, so there's not much left here, but we're gonna get up there. Hopefully can just take off right into it. It ought to be good corn too. Hopefully we're ready to just take off, get done, get all this corn out of here. I love harvest. I don't ever want it to end, but it's always a good feeling to know you're getting your bushels out of the field after all that work.
1 hour later.
Okay, the last time I updated you guys, I was just about to go on my antelope hunt, and I got one on opening day at 7:30 in the morning, so I'm pretty proud. But anyway, we're back at it, and we just finished this circle that was next to the last one that I showed you guys. And we're in a dilemma where he had a full bin, and yeah, he had, instead of having 2 full trucks, he has like 2.5-ish, maybe even more full trucks worth, and we only have 2 trucks right now. So we're gonna finish this field up, and now it's not for sure yet, but we're pretty sure that we're gonna have a dry field to go to next. So that's what we're gonna do. Here's Zach. Okay, goodbye. Despite the AC being out, I feel like this is my favorite circle. Well, one of my favorite circles, because in Kansas it's really, really flat, and I come from Texas where it's really hilly and there's lots of cliffs and all that kind of stuff to look off of. This is kind of like a little valley here, and we always see animals. We don't see as many animals as you think we would, but I've shown you guys this well many, many times before, and I would call it like cowboy country. It looks like something out of a Western film. And I just really like it down here. It's really pretty. But I'll show you guys the well when we get down there and what it looks like now, because it is so... This is, by the way, if you have been following for a long time, if not, go back and look at my other vlogs when we were in the midst of checking sprinklers every single day. This is the old cat motor. This is probably, don't quote me on this might be the oldest sprinkler motor we have on this farm. So I think it was made in the 80s, not positive, but this thing runs like a champ, and I just call it the old cat because it's old and it's a cat.
Alright, you can get back here now.
So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. I thought that was pretty neat. You guys have seen us change oil there many times. It's pretty cool.
hard at it. It's 3:45. We did a half circle this morning and then we moved about 10, 12 miles up to our furthest north circle. We've just been hammering down more very good corn, which we're very thankful for. This is another field. I don't know, hard to say what it's going to average for sure, but it's going to for sure be in that kind of low to mid 200s, which we're very, very, very thankful for. It was not a great year to have high yielding corn, but like I said, this is definitely nothing to be disappointed about, for sure. Whoa, I got way off with the sprinkler track there. Hold on, let's tell Jordan to stay with me for a second.
Should I stay with you so that you can break open a new land?
Look at that. Didn't even have to tell her, she already knows. I should have known. Something I wanted to ask you guys. I know there's people out there with a lot of experience with Claas combines. If there's anybody running, you know, the 8600, 8700 Claas combines in corn, either put it in the comments or send us a message or something. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Before anyone says anything, we're very happy with the X9. It's doing what we wanted out of it. I do kind of think there's some interesting things going on with Claas right now. Just would like to hear some people's thoughts. It would definitely be hard for us to ever switch from Deere. We're so accustomed to it. We've ran it forever. You know, the whole Deere system we're familiar with. Deere's combines we're familiar with. We always say, our dealers, awesome. The support we get from our dealers, awesome. It'd be hard to switch, but like I said, just out of curiosity, I know it's a big talking point right now, the whole Claas versus Deere thing. If you've got some opinions or some thoughts, some pros and cons, just kind of any information, you know, that might help us learn a little something. Just, like I said, put it in the comments, send us a message, just let me know. I'd be curious to hear what you have to say. And maybe sometime in the future, now that I'm getting some more hours on this machine, I can kind of make a video going over some things we like, things we don't like, you know, things we're impressed with, things that are maybe lacking a little bit.
Okay, I think he's done here, but there she is. He cut a nice little path for me to go to. But yeah, look at that view. Everything's all dead again, but still, it's hills. Okay, I'm gonna do a little update. Hopefully you can hear me good. I'm gonna yell at you a little bit. So, we are almost done with half of the circle that I told you guys we were gonna check on. So obviously we went to check and we took the trek over here and decided that it was dry enough to go. And my AC quit in the tractor. It was acting up this morning, but one of the American Implement tech guys came out and he fixed it, and he said if you have any more problems, you know, we'll order the parts for it, and there's like a heat valve or something like that. I don't know anything about tractors, but I do know that even though, and I was like, no, I'm fine, this is gonna be totally fine, it's not gonna be that hot. And it's not. It feels amazing outside. It's like 78 right now. And when you lock yourself in here, this is a closed cab. You're like sitting in a glass box and the sun is just shining in here. And this, you can do this all day, you know, but it's not gonna keep a lot of the heat out. I'm learning what it's like. What did I talk about just the other day? I said, man, back in the day I wouldn't have been able to take this job knowing that I don't have AC in here and blah blah blah, and yeah, I'm getting a little taste for how it used to be, and I don't know how they did it back then. I'd much rather be sitting on top of the tractor right now. Yeah, and just Blake, he's just neglecting us, and you know, he's not doing anything. I can't even finish that sentence without laughing, because he got it fixed immediately. He got that tech sent out there early this morning. But there's really nothing we can do about it right now. And I know that he would switch me in a heartbeat, but I don't want to do that. He has all of his stuff in there and I have all my stuff in here. And the weather out here, it's like the desert weather at night. So it's gonna cool down here in a couple hours. I'm not too worried about it. But I will tell Like, it does take a toll on you. We are so spoiled. We are so, like, things like this make you realize just how spoiled you are. So I'm sorry if I'm yelling, but I have to have my door open and my window open. We should finish this circle tonight, and Zach said if the weather continues to stay like dry like this and sunny, we'll get done in no time. The circle we're at right now is crazy because we thought that this one and another one were gonna be the last ones, but it turns out that this needed to be picked like now. Hopefully we can get this circle done by the time the elevator closes, and I'm like praying to God that they get that heat valve and that part for tomorrow. Today is nothing. The next 2 days are supposed to be, I think the high tomorrow is like almost 90 degrees, and the day after that is like in the 90s. So please just pray for me that they get this fixed tomorrow and they get the part in. And they're usually really fast and on it. The tech that they have, he just like shows up out of thin air. He's really fast, but it's just a matter of having the parts. Apparently the hose as well has a leak in it, and that's why it can't build up pressure. So even if they have that valve, it's not gonna, you know, it might not even keep up in like 90-degree heat. And positive, and now I can say that I have been in a tractor for 12 to 14 hours without AC. Well, guys, always learning something new. Not only am I learning stuff in the comments from you guys telling your stories and experiences and tips and tricks, do y'all have any for a broken AC, a heat valve, a hose? Am I saying that right? Probably not. Wild to think though, even though all this is happening, I'm still having fun. Having a blast documenting it and having a blast sharing it with you guys. We are now a family of like 150,000 subscribers. If y'all haven't noticed, you're kind of behind on the timeline. I'm trying to keep y'all up to date as much as I can. These circles were a wild ride. There's lots of sprinkler tracks to be hit. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, that was rough. If he didn't hit that first and I didn't see him hit that, I would have been in 12 hitting that sprinkler track. Anyway, how is y'all's harvest going? We are just chugging along, and I can tell you there's even more issues coming. So stay tuned. As always, thank you guys so much for the support. Thanks for the comments, questions, stories, concerns. Strap in for a bunch more harvest adventures, I guess you could say. Zach and I look forward to reading the comments in this one because we asked a lot of questions. Some of y'all make me cry with the comments you leave. In a good way, but still. Love y'all, appreciate y'all, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.